Good evening, everyone. Pastor Ben here. Just wanted to get on here Friday evening. I know it's almost a little bit late, but hopefully you catch this here this evening or maybe even tomorrow and catch up on a couple of things that I wanted to share with you because today, right now, today's Friday, but Sunday's coming. And so it's my hope and my prayer that as I do these things ahead of Sunday that it just builds a little anticipation and maybe gets you excited about the things that God is doing in the life of the church and in the ministry that's happening within the church, but also just a time to anticipate what God wants to say and do in your life as we gather on Sundays. So just want to share a couple of quick announcements going into this Sunday. This Sunday is our second Sunday of Advent, and our theme for this Sunday is peace. And to be honest, I've really been wrestling with this Sunday's message. I've really struggled with trying to bring some things together and really what God wants to share during our time. And so where I'm at right at this moment, I'll share a couple of things with you, where my heart's at, where I feel like God's leading us. And so again, this Sunday, we're talking about peace. And oftentimes I think we tend to equate peace with like absence of problems in our life, absence of anxiety, absence of just some difficulties. And maybe we equate peace with thinking or making sure that things are okay with those around us. And as I've been kind of wrestling with that, I really kind of get the sense from God that is a cheap peace. And that really isn't the peace that God sending his son, Jesus, on our behalf and to the world was really what he was trying to accomplish, was this cheap peace, this absence of problems or difficulties or anxiety. In fact, I think many of us can say that following Jesus in many ways brings some of those problems into our lives. Following Jesus is not easy. And so equating the peace that we try to bring into our lives, this absence of problems, absence of anxieties and things like that, is really not the peace that we're to pursue. And so there's a peace that God gives us through his son Jesus, this assurance of the right things, this assurance of the gospel, this assurance of eternity, what all of those things really mean in the day in, day out part of our lives. And so that's really kind of where I sense God taking us this Sunday. In fact, I'll just be honest, if you could be praying for me over this weekend as I try to kind of bring some of these things that are kind of rolling around in my head, get them onto paper and really try to understand what God's doing. But that's where I've kind of landed at this point. So, but I am excited for this Sunday. And so I pray that you are too. Again, second Sunday of Advent, peace is our theme. Pray for me. A couple of things that I want to share with you as we're also moving along into this busy Christmas season. Sunday the 12th, we will be doing a combined service with our Spanish congregation, and we will have a special speaker with us that Sunday. Pastor Scott Carranza from a church in Denver, Nazarene Church, who's got a Spanish-speaking congregation, has led English churches as well. I'm really excited for what God has put on his heart to share with us as a church who has a Spanish outreach and an English outreach, and what God is doing in our midst. And so I'm excited for Scott to come and share with us on the 12th. So I pray that you're making plans to attend. Also, on the 19th is when we are doing our special children's part of our program. I'm excited for what God is doing there and how he's bringing those pieces together. So be praying for that as well. So that'd be the 19th. Following our service on the 19th, we will have our Christmas potluck. And that's always a great time. It's going to be a great time of celebration and fellowship. And I pray that you are coming with that in great anticipation. Then following that will be our Christmas Eve service on the 24th. And more information will be coming as that gets a little bit closer, but it'll be along the lines of a traditional Christmas Eve candlelight service, a lot of music, just a great time to be together. Again, this whole Advent season is a preparation of our hearts for this second coming of Christ. Christmas is a celebration of his first coming. But we're invited on this side of history to be in anticipation and to be preparing our hearts for his second coming. And so allow this season to be that for you at this time. Don't let the craziness, the hustle and bustle, the insanity of what this time of year can bring. Don't miss out on what God is doing in the in-between times. And that's where we find ourselves at this point. So that's my heart, my prayer for you now. A busy season ahead of us. Don't miss out on what God's doing in the meantime. So pray that you're blessed. Looking forward to our time together. And we'll see you Sunday. It's Friday, but Sunday's coming.